table?
Yes.
Just we will check it. So one thing is, it is not necessarily all the El Nino years will be bad. That's what we want to communicate, because it is a combination of many other factors, and also even 2023 also, I think, El Nino year. So 92%, she is asking about 92 minus.
No. There are, from 1951 onwards, if we see the data, there are 17 years when there has been El Nino conditions. Okay? And if we compare the seasonal rainfall, though in general there is some inverse relationship, but there are certain years, worst El Nino years, for example 1997, it became the northern monsoon year. Similarly, 2023, we came up with minus 7.5, that is actually about 92%.
No, it is June.
It was minus 5.3 finally for the season. So exactly, if you look at,
We don't have that data here, but
Yeah.
we can give, because we have taken only from during ENSO time what has happened. That's what.
No, but sir, when was the last time IMD
INSO.
said that the rainfall will be below 92 or 92%?
this is a very specific question
No,
you
no,
are
no,
asking.
no, he is asking when you have said below 92%.
We do not give, we do not say like below 92%.
So what I'm saying is this kind of a below normal
Forecast in April.
which was the last time?
No,
Last
23.
time was
23 we have given below normal.
Sir, of these 17 years, you said it was 17 years.
No, that we will be able to tell in the month of March middle, sorry, May middle.
Maybe.
So you said 17 years when El Nino conditions persisted. How many of those years were bad and how many of those actually did not affect us?
Okay, one.
See,
Yeah, this
1951,
No, you tell total number.
total number 17.
You can,
I can tell one by one. 1951 it was minus 13.2 seasonal rainfall. Then 1953 it was plus 10.7. Then 1957 it was minus 0.5.
Yes.
That is no
It is all
change.
El Nino years.
El Nino years. 1963 it was plus 4.4%. Then 1965 it was minus 18.6. 1968 it was minus 8. 1972 it was minus 22.3. 1976 it was plus 1.9. 1982 it was minus 11.4. 1987 it was minus 14.3. 1991 it was minus 1.4. 1994 it was 13.9. 1997 0.2. 2002 it was minus 20.9. 2004 minus 9.6. 2015 minus 12.7. And 2023 minus 5.3.
Yeah. Yeah.
So which means the probability of below is more than.
Of course. Yeah, below is more probability than this one. But if you see the recent years, other than 2002, there is no much below. Of course, 2015 is minus 1.
Minus 12.7.
So do we know the dynamical model? What is the forecast that is coming right now?
Yeah, that's
Just the dynamical model.
only dynamical.
Same.
Yeah, that is a same.
Yeah.
More or less. That's
There are
only
consensus.
dynamical excess gives only spatial distribution mainly.
Sir, also of these 17 times, has there been any time when it has been this close to each other, 2023 and 2026, within 3 years?
So 2023 is actually what I am not remember what forecasted, but it is about minus
Minus
5,
5.3.
5.2. That's the closest.
But this, I mean,
What was forecasted?
no, I'm saying it is this close, the El Nino, after it was 2023 and then 2026. Has there been is there a precedence when it has been this close year-wise? Because there's
No. This is El Nino conditions. Usually there is a periodicity of 3 to 5 years. It occurs in 3 to 5 years.
7 years.
Okay, 3 to 7 years. So therefore, it is not exactly that in the interval of every 3 year or interval of every 5 year you will have El Nino. It is not like that.
What is your observation of frequency of El Nino in last 15
I told you there are 17 El Nino years during the period of 1951 to till date, that is 2025. You want last how many years?
Last 25 years the frequency has
25 years. That is from 2000 onwards.
2002.
It is 2002, 2004, 2015, 2023.
Oh,
Four.
Bad news.
huh?
Bad news.
No, it is not bad news. It is not
So
bad news.
even though El Nino is there, good news. You should. Huh? How you can say June, July, be not to be expected?
Therefore, it is not bad news.
So sorry, in
Ah.
23,
Ah.
you said it's going to be, it was 96%.
Forecast was 96%.
And actually happened -5, -95.
Yeah, the plus or minus thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But the actual number you're given was 96.
No, the final number was 95 point something. The actual rainfall was 95.
Forecast was 96. Well, let me clear.
No.
Forecast was 96%. Actual was 95%.
1% error.
No, I'm just saying that you had, you had not forecast below normal. You had not forecast the below normal in April.
Oh, that is.
So, but we predicted the 96 plus minus 5. Okay.
So that's why I wanted to know when was the last time you have predicted.
See, we are giving two types of forecast. One is the category forecast.
No.
At the
His
same time, we are
point
giving the
is
quantitative forecast.
in April.
What he's trying to ask is that when was the last time when at the first page itself IMD said
Below normal.
So we have to check.
We don't have data, but that is very close. It is definitely last 3 years maybe we have given at least one.
So we can find out. Okay, I think so.
Yeah. I think that's it, no?
Yeah. Portal?
Okay.
Thanks, Portal. So thank
Okay,
you very much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much. बोलो ले लो ये इसको
Thank you. Secretary.
ये बोलो चाय
Thank
के
you. I request all of you to participate in hiking.
Where?
In the same.
Go back there. Pardon? No, Monsoon will happen in Monday as of now. Only in July.
आपको सिस्टम में नॉइस आ रहे हैं?
सर 2 मिनट दीजिए, लोग अभी तक नहीं हुए कर रहे सेटअप।
सर थोड़ी कुर्सी साथ जोड़ लेंगे सर, थोड़ा थोड़ा साथ आ जाइए।
Mainly we are focusing the first forecast for the seasonal focus on the season forecast for the 2026. So this southwest monsoon, you all know that usually the average rainfall, usually the average rainfall over the last so many years, it is roughly about 87 centimeters. That is not 100%. So this year what we are expecting is, before going to that, basically we are looking at the various statistical models, parameter, as well as some dynamical models, motion atmosphere. So both the things we work together and we look at both the things, and from that we come up with the various permutation and combination, basically statistical regression and other things we have done. So this year quantitatively seasonal rainfall over the country as a whole is likely to be about 92% of long period average. 92%. So the model error about plus or minus 5%. And this seasonal rainfall, of course, it is roughly about 92% means instead of 87 centimeters, it is roughly about 80 centimeters average. And we will show that very spatial distribution how it is, that is what from the dynamical model. So the presentation data. And you all know that at present the La Nina status, deep La Nina conditions are transitioning towards Niño, Enso conditions over the equatorial Pacific. And we are most of the MMS model, that means our monsoon mission climate forecast system model, as well as various other countries used to model the development of El Niño condition during the monsoon season. It is expected. And also the Indian Ocean type dipole is a condition presently over Indian Ocean is basically we are expecting in the second half of the monsoon time this year likely to develop the latter half of the monsoon. So the two factor in generally you see that the ENSO as a El Niño as well as the IMD both are negative side. But one good thing is regarding about northern hemisphere snow cover extent during the last 3 months, it is slightly favorable, and because of that the inverse relation between the snow and monsoon will be getting better. So all these things put together, we come out with this 92%, so this is the first forecast, and maybe we will come out with the second in the month of May. Maybe request DTIMD to have a presentation as well as in better yes, it is a below normal. It is a 90 to 95, that is below normal. You all know that there is 5 scale. One is drought, below normal, normal, above normal, and excess. So we are going to expect this below normal.
सर बैठ गए हो जाएगा, सर गिरा बैठ के सर ऑडियो नहीं आएगी,
ऑडियो नहीं आएगी सर, ऑडियो नहीं आएगी।
नमस्कार, good afternoon all of you. You will be clapping or not?
saying?
Okay, that we'll see. Of course, we'll put up on the presentations also in this way, of course. And all of us know that India Meteorological Department provides long-range forecast of southeast monsoon rainfall during monsoon season in two stages. The first stage of forecast is issued in the month of April, and second stage of forecast is issued in the month of May. In the first stage of forecast, in the second stage of forecast, we utilize two sets of models. One is the statistical model, it is an ensemble model, and other one is the dynamical climate forecast system model. That both the models are ensemble models, that means there are many models within each of one. So therefore, both the approaches are robust approaches. So when we consider the statistical model, it takes into consideration the various parameters, the data from various regions, and when we consider the dynamical models, it considers the running of models based on the initial conditions of atmosphere and ocean, and provides the forecast for several months and season. So today, if we look at the various dynamical models or the statistical models, they are basically dependent upon large-scale parameters. So please go to next slide. So one of the most important large-scale parameter is the El Niño Southern Oscillation. As all of us know that at present there is a weak La Nina-like situations over the equatorial Pacific, and it is transitioning towards the neutral conditions. And we are expecting that till June this neutral condition will continue. Then after that, the El Niño condition is very likely during the southwest monsoon season. If you ask what is the relationship, generally there is an inverse relationship between El Niño condition and the southwest monsoon seasonal rainfall. But there is no one-to-one relationship. So here in this slide, we are presenting you on the left side the probability of occurrence of neutral condition, El Niño condition, and La Nina conditions. As you can see, the gray bar indicates neutral conditions and red bar indicates the El Niño conditions. So red bar is dominating when you go for 3 months average, that is June, July, August. The gray bar is dominating when you consider May, June, July. So therefore taking the middle month as representative, so up to June you can expect the neutral conditions. Then after that there is good probability, you can say, that it will be moving towards the El Niño conditions during the southwest monsoon months itself. And right hand side are the various types of models which are predicting that yes, when we move towards the monsoon season, the development of El Niño conditions probability increases. Next slide, please. So as Secretary Saab was telling you, apart from these large-scale El Niño and Southern Oscillation conditions, Indian Ocean dipole, which is similar to El Niño and Southern Oscillation conditions over the Indian Ocean. At present, it is the neutral condition. Here, neutral condition is represented by the green color, as you can see here, and red color indicates the positive Indian Ocean dipole conditions, or dipole mode index. DMI stands for dipole mode index. So what you find here, that till June, July, August, the neutral Indian Ocean dipole conditions are dominating. As it is neutral, it has no positive or negative impacts. And towards July, August, September, the red color is dominating, that is positive DMI is dominating. And positive Indian Ocean dipole condition is good for Indian monsoon. So therefore, while towards the second half of monsoon, the El Niño conditions are most likely to develop, the positive universal dipole is also developing towards the second half or towards the end of the monsoon season. So therefore, the adverse impact of the El Nino will be countered by the Meden-Julian oscillation and by the Indian Ocean dipole index. Next slide, please. Now the third factor, which also largely influences the southeast monsoon season rainfall, is the snow cover area over the northern hemisphere, or especially the snow cover area over the Eurasian region. That means Himalayan snow cover and European snow cover together. So if you look at this year, the European and Asian snow cover, the Eurasian snow cover, or northern hemisphere snow cover, in the month of January, in the month of February, in the month of March taken together, it has been less than the normal coverage. And there is an inverse relationship between snow cover area and the subsequent monsoon rainfall. If the snow cover area is less than normal, then it favors the monsoon rainfall. So therefore, you have snow cover area which is also favorable to monsoon rainfall in the country during June to September. Now let us go to next slide, please. Considering the various statistical models which we are utilizing to provide the long-range forecast of monsoon during June to September, the forecast probability has been calculated for different categories like deficient, below normal, normal, above normal, and excess rainfall. So what we find here, that deficient rainfall, which is less than 90% probability, is 35%, against the climatological probability of 16 to 17%, 16%. Then below normal rainfall, if you look at, the probability is 31% against the normal of 17%. The normal rainfall probability is 27% against the normal of 33%. Above normal probability is 6% against the climatological probability of 16%. Excess rainfall probability is just 1% against climatological probability of 17%. So this indicates that there is the forecast probability which is higher than the climatological probability in the category of below normal and deficient rainfall. It is almost same in the normal category, and the forecast probability is quite low in the excess and above normal rainfall category. Therefore, excess and above normal rainfall category is ruled out, and our forecast is based on the below normal rainfall category. Next, please. Now, looking at the spatial distribution of rainfall, we have prepared this forecast based on our dynamic climate forecast system. It is a robust system. It considers globally available all the climate forecast systems and chooses the best 5 global models. Based on that, we go for a multi-model ensemble scheme depending upon the weightage. And finally, this is the forecast, consensus forecast based on the dynamic system shown here. Here you can find 3 colors. One is the yellow, orange or red, one group, which represents the below normal rainfall. Green represents, or deep green represents the normal rainfall. And blue, light blue to deep blue represents the above normal rainfall category. These 3 rainfall categories are having probability 33%, 30%, 30% each.
White space.
White. And the white space, what you find, there is no signal from the model. There is no projection whether it will be below normal, normal, above normal. So from this diagram, you can find that major part of the country, you can say many parts of the country are associated with yellow, orange, or red color. And that means we can expect the below normal rainfall in major parts of the country, except some parts in northeastern states, northwest India, and also in South Peninsula, where you can find out green and blue color. So there we are expecting above normal to normal rainfall activity. Next slide, please. So if I summarize, the southwest monsoon seasonal rainfall June to September over the country as a whole during 2026 is very likely to be below normal category. The below normal is defined as 90% to 95%. Normal is defined as 96% to 104%. So in that sense, it is expected that it will be in below normal category. But quantitatively, whatever model based on dynamic and statistical analysis we have brought out, it comes out to be 92% of the long period average with plus minus 5%. That means it can be from 87% to 97%. The long period average rainfall is based on the data of 1971 to 2020, and it is about 87 centimeter for the country as a whole, taking the cumulative rainfall from 1st June to 30th September. Now, considering the ENSO condition, at present, weak La Nina-like conditions are transitioning to ENSO neutral conditions over the equatorial Pacific. Atmospheric circulation features across the tropical Pacific remain consistent with the weak La Nina-like situations. ENSO neutral conditions are very likely during April to June, and thereafter we are expecting the development of El Nino conditions, and therefore in the southwest monsoon season itself we are expecting the El Nino conditions. So at present, neutral Indian Ocean dipole or IOD conditions are present over the Indian Ocean. The positive IOD conditions are likely to develop towards the second half or towards the end of the southwest monsoon season. The northern hemispheric snow cover extent during the last 3 months, January to March 2026, was slightly below normal. Winter and spring snow cover extent over the northern hemisphere as well as Eurasian area has an inverse relationship with the southwest monsoon rainfall. Therefore, this year it favors the monsoon rainfall activity over the country during June to September. So thank you very much.
Sir, my question is,
अभी हिंदी में या हिंदी पहले हिंदी बोल पहले हिंदी बोल
let him finish.
पहले हिंदी बोल नमस्कार, सादर प्रणाम आप सभी को। 2026 में पूरे देश में दक्षिण पश्चिम मानसून की ऋतु जून से सितंबर में होने वाले वर्षा सामान्य से नीचे दीर्घावधि औसत यानी लॉन्ग पीरियड एवरेज का 95 to 90% रहने की सबसे ज्यादा संभावना है। मात्रा के हिसाब से पूरे देश में ऋतुनिष्ठ वर्षा दीर्घावधि औसत यानी एलपीए का 92% रहने की संभावना है, जिसमें मॉडल की त्रुटि प्लस माइनस 5% हो सकती है। 1971 से 2020 की दीर्घावधि आंकड़ा को आधार करके देखें तो पूरे देश में इस ऋतु की वर्षा का दीर्घावधि औसत यानी लॉन्ग पीरियड एवरेज 87 सेंटीमीटर होता है। वर्तमान में भूमध्य रेखीय प्रशांत क्षेत्र में कमजोर लानिना जैसे स्थितियां यानी एंसो न्यूट्रल कंडीशन या तटस्थ स्थितियां में बदल रहा है। उष्ण कटिबंधीय प्रशांत क्षेत्र में